I want to answer this question because I keep getting it. So essentially, we just chose it based off price. So we chose to come less than like a month ago, mainly because I work in social media. So like my income's like up and down. And so like to get the funding, we didn't know we would have the funding. I had like a good video in like August. So I was able to like save up, and we finally got to a point where we could save up. And then when we looked at flights to go to India, they were like outrageous. And I don't think it helped that we also were looking in like the 2 holiday months of the US. So not only were like the like international flights super expensive, so were like the state flights. Even to come here where we're in like, I think it's like Playa del Carmen. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but we're in Mexico. Even our flights, we took like some really weird detour just to be able to like save some money because my husband stays home with kids. So it's one income household, not the easiest. Anyways, so essentially it just came down to money. We decided way too late to try and go like across the world to India. But yeah, we love India. We still love like our results from India. We think our son is just one of those more severe individuals that like for the desired benefits, we need more than one round. A lot of individuals only need one, at least according to the doctors we've talked to. A lot of individuals, one, and they get to like where they want, and they're good. They don't need more. For more severe individuals like our son, they can need, 1, 2, 3. I know Panama says like 7+, but that's because Panama doesn't do the spinal portion. And I think that's a huge factor. I could be wrong, but I've literally seen numerous people that like love Panama and have never looked elsewhere. And they're like, oh yeah, we're on our 7th trip. And I'm like, you're paying 20 G's. Neither of these places cost 20 G's. And that's like not even flights. My husband lived in Panama. We would love to go to Panama because he would love to be there again. But it's so expensive. And they just kind of rail people and they don't tell them that there's better out there. It's sad. Anyways, we are in Playa del Carmen. I came up with a list. So I interviewed all these places. So like, for example, some of the most competitively priced were India, obviously, but like not all of us can get to India because the flights make it super expensive. The flights here, we took like a detour. So we went to like New York. We're from Utah. We went from literal Utah up to New York and then New York down to Cancun. It made it significantly cheaper. So we just chose that route. So with like the flights being cheaper and the procedure costing more, it about washes. A little more expensive still to come to Mexico. Than what it would have normally been had we looked more than like a month in advance. But only looking a month in advance, it made it like outrageous, like each flight. And then also we didn't have anyone to watch our daughter. No one could take off like over 10 days to watch our daughter, which is tough. And so it's just a lot. There's a lot of factors that went into it. Here we were able to bring our daughter because it was so much cheaper just because we looked at the wrong time. And then as far as everything else, the procedure's minorly different. And I think that might be why this one's a little bit more expensive, but we'll see. Obviously we don't know how it's going to work out. Like we don't have the benefits like right then and there, and then we can just look into, the future or whatever. But I'll let you guys know obviously how everything goes. But yeah, if this doesn't work, we'd go back to India. We just have to plan it a lot further out.